Welcome back to Let's Play SimCity 4 with me, Get Daved. We've got some zoning to do, so let's get on it. By not zoning. So I hinted, and by hinted I mean explicitly stated, that I thought we could finish zoning the whole city in this video. That might end up being a bit too ambitious, because typically things come up that slow down the overall process. But we'll see. I shouldn't be building these really small roads out of town, but I am going to worry about that some other day, because, you know, I'll do it right on the south side, because I'm building these major avenues, and what's the point of building them if I'm not going to use them for major traffic? Incidentally, I think Major Traffic would be a good name for a character on a Hokey Kids cartoon. Food for thought. That's a bit big. Alright, zones are developed. It's time to throw some of these down. Let's just see if we have any treats that can help out first. That statue, oh yeah, Minor League Stadium. Oh jeez. That'd be good to have. And you know what, 120 a month, that's not bad. That is mainly residential up there, like that's suburbia. Down here we do have a fair amount of commercial, so that's where I'm going to throw it. And try to keep it a little far south. Technically a lot of its benefit is going off the map, but realistically I think we're only going to be getting a little bit more out of it anyway, just because there's not that much map left to benefit. Huge commercial boost. Sims don't like to live near stadiums, just so you know. So it's going to have a negative impact on residential nearby. However, there's not that much nearby to have a negative impact on. So we'll super commercialize around it. And I will be interested to see what happens there. Up hither, we're going to need a little bit more roadage going through here. If my experiences with the other zones have taught me is I've been building them a bit too big, which usually causes traffic problems in the long run. So I'm going to cut these up a little bit smaller to dilute the problem a little bit. And before I forget, I'm going to throw down some parks. You know what? There's a soccer field somewhere in here. I'm going to build one of those. There we go. That's our elementary school, so I'm going to put it right by it, because you can have good times if you do that. And of course, the Sims like it if you leave some of those things. Mayor statues are good for increasing all sorts of demand. We've got a couple, which is nice. I'm going to, again, pump the commercial down here, but it boosts residential as well, so actually maybe more like here would be good. And with the other one, there we go. We'll go up north to where we already have pretty good development. Alright, we got another free private school. That would have been nice a little while ago. Big League Stadium is pretty awesome to have. I don't think we'll get to that level with this city. Wish I'd known about this last private school before I placed it. I forget if they can double as high schools or not, but I'm gonna hope so, and we'll, I don't know. Yeah, let's just hope it can cover as a private school, and then we'll throw it down here somewhere. It increases demand pretty effectively. And now let's get to that zoning, which makes me money. A happy mayor is a taxing mayor. That's what my motto is. Oh, jeez. Zoning bomb. Alright, we've expanded beyond our landfill capacity, which is always a problem. Also, apparently we're going above our health spending, which is something I kind of figured would happen sooner or later. Although, I'm a little alarmed that it's happening at my major hospitals. I will probably have to just build one more. I don't know if there's any way around that. Which is okay. I'm getting like 30,000 citizens per hospital, which is a pretty good rate, I think. If we can improve... Actually, yeah, maybe we can fight that with some ordinances. Actually, no. We are running a deficit right now. Let's not. Wonder if we can slash anywhere in the education budget. Always a good attitude to have. The university's starting to fill up a bit more, which is nice. It's comparatively cheap, all things considered. Alright, through all of that, we actually ended up making a savings. A pretty significant one, so that's good. That actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. Generally as a general rule, I consider it a bad sign when you start getting too far into adjusting your budgeting levels and all that to try saving money. It usually means you're pinching the pennies, but that worked out really well. Alright, I'm not really sure what the demand's going to be like down there. We've got decent sources of commercial and, residential gravity down there, but the demand in the city is for commercial, and we're short on jobs, so that's what I'm going to go for. And goal achieved, everybody! The educators went on strike. That's what my aim was all this time. No, we hit 100,000. So I've accomplished both of my goals for the city, and the mayor rating's almost maxed. So I'm going to declare myself victorious once we fill up the city, and, it would be cool if I could get my mayor rating up. Alright, education. Where did the teachers strike? Can crank down that large elementary school. Oh, the little one. Or this one. It's always tough to tell where they're going on strike when it happens so often. Alright. Yeah, environment, of course. And lack of water, apparently, is starting to become an issue. I've alluded to this day for a while. It's water pump day. And conveniently, we can afford it too, so time to get out the bulldozer. Also, be very careful to actually demolish your water pumps. I always feel really sad when the skyscrapers go down. Alright, large water pump. Here we are. Only takes up 2 spaces, and it puts water out like a banshee. And I don't use that expression lightly. So, turn on the turbo. Was the budget balanced? I didn't really check. Alright, Northtown. Room for tons of residential, and I've been kind of neglecting zoning industrial. I'm going to keep that up for just... Well, no, you know what? Some of these plots are ideal for industrial, in my opinion, so let's put them in there. Yeah, look at them flourish. Actually, I'm starting to have regrets about... There we go. I would rather put something like commercial or residential this close to the water. What's crazy is it appears that, like, the more working tiles I'm zoning, the more the unemployment rate's going up. I don't like that one bit. Alright, let's... We're getting, like, some of these buildings are getting pretty huge. I'm actually fairly pleased with a lot of the results down here. Statues, who would have thought? Hollywood Studio is pretty awesome. I'm actually gonna... Oh, it's quite large. I thought it was tiny. It would be nice if we could throw it in a place where there's a lot of commercial and we've, you know, can really benefit from it. Might have to be somewhere like here. I'm not entirely certain, but it looked like there was one little road that was... Yeah, there it is. Alright, and now we can put it there and maybe get some benefit on both sides of the river is kind of my hope. There's a decent number of commercial areas around it if you look at the minimap, the blue. I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on YouTube, but, well, let's go for it, everybody. Hollywood, here we come. Oh yeah, a zoo. Should get on that. And sort of, like, immediately retrace my steps. I just wanted to read the blurb it had there. Movie studio, boost tourism. Oh, well... That's not how I thought it worked. We'll throw it there. Throw down some commercial, because what good are tourists if you're not marketing to them? What good are tourists, period? Alright, looks like I missed another little road when I built that. Alright, up north, no car access to one slot. That might be a false positive. Sometimes the game doesn't accurately determine if there's car access to a tile. It's just something you have to watch out for. The game's a dirty liar is what I'm saying. And you don't want to know what I have to say about the game's mother. Alright, let's slam on the gas and see what happens here. Oh yeah, the landfill. We were going to do something about that. One thing worth noting is that the recycling center it has a capacity limit. I'm going to try fighting this with ordinances, actually. Paper waste reduction program. Oh, geez, that's pretty expensive. Some of them are pretty good. Okay, junior sports we're totally doing. I'm probably going to scratch a lot of these other ones. Clean Air Act makes the environmentalists. Commuter shuttle is one of the worst returns. Like, a lot of these just do what, they sound like they're going to do. Like, Clean Air Act has to do with air pollution. Promotion of trash. Oh, well, we'll figure this out next time.